Hello YouTube, this is the TheCreativeDuelist here, and we're back with another creative discussions. Today I'm here to talk about Chris's video. This is kind of my video response. I'm just going to watch this video. I may backtrack as well. Also, stop the video now and again just to explain my opinions and my thoughts and to elaborate on some certain points. But anyway, let's get started. This video is titled why I'm always so negative about YuGiOh, and let's begin.
What's up, everybody? So I'm making this quick video to address something that's been really getting on my nerves when it comes down to my channel in particular, and is TeamInnovationYGO is so fucking negative about YuGiOh because I apparently hate YuGiOh, I need to quit the game, and etc. So the thing that pisses me off, frankly, to be frank, is people telling me you're always so fucking negative. You're always saying that YuGiOh sucks this way, sucks that way. Why don't you fucking quit? And my thing is like, bro, I've been playing the game for 16 motherfucking years.
Okay, I'm just going to stop the video here. He makes a lot of interesting points here. He talks about what the YuGiOh players, the people in the comment section say, because I've seen a lot of ignorant comments on his channel, like, oh well, why don't you just quit YuGiOh? Why are you saying you hate YuGiOh so much? Why are you so negative? And YuGiOh, it's kind of gone downhill in a sense. I'm not trying to say YuGiOh is dying, but it's Konami are making a lot of steps, like a lot of bad steps. It's 2 steps forward and 2 steps back with Konami. And us as consumers, as the players, we need to be negative sometimes, not to bash YuGiOh. The reason why we are negative about YuGiOh sometimes is because there's certain things that Konami do wrong. And I'll explain as we go through the video, but I'm just gonna say something really quickly. When you folks say, oh, if you hate, detest YuGiOh so much, why should you quit? Like, you folks need to stop that shit, man. That's very ignorant. The reasons why we give YuGiOh a bit of heat, is because we care about this game. We are passionate about YuGiOh. We love YuGiOh so much. We want YuGiOh to be better. The issue is with some of these consumers is they allow Konami to do all this fuck shit, and they are the problem. As the reason why Konami continues to be like this, continues to give us garbage sets, garbage formats sometimes, just lackluster support. They're just doing things wrong. But yes, I'll get more into it as we go for the video. But yes, I'm gonna let Chris continue speaking.
So out of 16 motherfucking years of playing fucking YuGiOh, why the fuck would I give up on it because I have a few issues with it?
Exactly.
All of my motherfucking videos I make is strictly to help people out. Now, granted, people might not find help from my videos. People might go to someone else's channel and get better help from their videos. My main original focus was to help people play this fucking game and to get better, and etc. And as far as my YuGiOh needs to get better videos, my YuGiOh hate videos, why competitive YuGiOh sucks, why dueling sucks, it's a fucking opinion. And the thing that irks me is like, bro, if we don't address ourselves as players to Konami and bring up these hard-hitting facts about the game, because let's be honest, competitive YuGiOh right now is fucking shit. Whether you guys admit it or not, it's fucking shit. And I don't get why nobody see this shit. Like, no banless dates, inconsistent metas.
Again, just going to stop this video really quick. Again, Chris makes a lot of good points here. If we as a player base don't say anything, and we do, but there's other people that don't, purposely allow Konami to continue with their bullshit, they're just going to continue to just fuck us over every single time. They aren't going to do anything about it. They're going to continue with the bullshit. Another thing Chris says as well, the ban list dates, again, the OCG are treated like, they're treated like royalty. They are given They are thought highly upon. They are treated with standards. Whereas us, the TCG, we are treated like a joke. We are treated like trash. We are constantly being disrespected by Konami all the bloody time. Again, ban list dates. OCG gets scheduled, a ban list. We used to get scheduled one until all of a sudden they said, no, we are not going to give you scheduled ban list dates anymore. We will give you a ban list when we feel like it. How is Konami going to do this to their own consumers? That is disrespectful. The OCG don't have to worry about that. Oh, okay, Konami, well, we're going to give you, the OCG, we're going to give you a ban list date, every so often. You're going to get one when we've got one scheduled for you. And for us, we have to guess. Come on, folks, we have to guess when we get a ban list, and that's disgusting. We shouldn't have to guess, and this creates a lot of inconsistencies. It screws a lot of competitive players over. We do, okay, like if before when Konami was giving us our scheduled ban lists, you could pick up a meta deck, you could play it for how long, months on end, and then okay, ban list is going to be in April. Okay, it's March now. I'm going to sell. I have a feeling this deck's going to get hit because this deck is doing very well, and it's time. Konami's made their money, and they're going to move on to bigger things and better things. Okay, I've done really well. I've topped some tournaments. I've made my money's worth. I've did really well with the deck. I'm going to sell this deck on. Now it is literally a gamble. It is a guess. If you continue to play, with these decks, with these meta decks, a ban list will drop when we don't know. Like, yes, we could predict, like, okay, we'll get this. We're going to get the ban list at this date. Oh no, we didn't get it at this date. We're going to get it at this date maybe. And then, one day they'll just drop it out of nowhere. Oh look, this card, the XY card got hit, and your deck's screwed because we don't know when the ban list is going to drop. They give it to us when they feel like it, and that's absolutely disgraceful. That's unacceptable. Anyway, I'm going to continue.
Like you might have one meta that's balanced, another meta that's not balanced, blatantly just abusing the players for fucking money.
Again, another point, which is just so bad. Again, inconsistent formats. Why can't we just have a balanced format? Again, we could just have a tier 0 format where it's just the best deck that's shitting all over everything, or we could have a format where it's so balanced, still a bit like toxic a bit, but it's balanced. Some decks can peek out of the the woodworks and see how they do well, and then it's either back again to tier 0. Like, why can't we just have a balanced format where we can pick up any, we can just play Yu-Gi-Oh. We don't have to buy the best X and Y cards just to be to be meta worthy. Especially tier 0. You know what? Tier 0 should never be a thing. Never. Like, tier 0 should just, in any card game, should never be a thing. Or in any type of game that has competition or anything, there should never be a tier 0 deck. Yes, there's always going to be meta. There's always going to be a that best X and Y, XYZ deck, but there should never be tier 0. Anyway, let's continue.
By forcing new archetypes on us, forcing new game mechanics like links and pendulums that completely shape how we play Yu-Gi-Oh, confusing.
Which is true. Pendulums. Now, I have no issues with pendulums per se. My only issue with pendulums when they first started was how inherently unfair they were. Make a scale, pen for 5. Pen for 5. Break my board. It was just disgusting. And then when pendulum started to evolve, you know, you had search cards. Okay, this card did this, where activate effect, I blow up this scale, I +1, I search. You know, pendulums are just notorious for plussing. You know, the deck is just such a plus deck. You blow this to search and then pen everything back, you know, for nothing. But yes, another thing I want to say with links, absolutely, you know, one of the worst mechanics ever. I have had no issues with any of the mechanics. I've played, like, when I first, you know, actually properly played Yu-Gi-Oh, I had no issues with fusions, synchros. I love the synchro era. I love it so much. XYZs, when I had no idea what they did, I still loved XYZs. They were so creative. There was so much fun things you could do with XYZs. Pendulums, again, I loved pendulums, but the issue was they were just so inherently unfair. They were a plus deck. It's such a consistent deck. It's a consistent mechanic. Links, by far, has to be the worst mechanic. We don't need links. Like, fair enough. If you folks like links, that's cool. But links essentially is just another form of power creep. It's shitted all over a lot of decks. Like, so some decks that benefit from links, some decks that do not. But yes, that's just my opinion. And anyway, I'm just going to continue with the video.
Rulings, fucked up judges, constant cheating that never really gets addressed in the competitive scene. I mean, the list can go on from there.
Yeah, just going to stop this again. Yu-Gi-Oh is very convoluted, very difficult to learn. Again, rulings make no sense even for us. Even there's some rulings I get, you know, I find difficult to understand. Judges, again, inconsistent. You just have judges that don't get, you know, paid properly. You know, again, VCTRFS said, you know, the judges over in, you know, the US, you know, okay, you get a box, you get a box and some pizza. And like, what? Well, what kind of, that's no way to compensate a judge. And you also, judges, some judges just aren't good judges. You know, a judge could call like a ruling wrong, where it's clearly right. Like regionals, like two players could be like, okay, there's this ruling where this does this, this does that. Isn't that true? Back me up, judge. And, the judge could be like, no, that's wrong, where it's actually right. There's some inexperienced judges. And I know I'm going off topic a little bit, but VCTRFS also made an interesting idea where, they should have like classes where they should teach, judges should take tests to, prove their competence, grade them, see, if they, their knowledge of Yu-Gi-Oh is still fresh, they still, very, very intellectual and smart and are competent in their job. But yes, gonna continue.
Competitive Yu-Gi-Oh is a fucking shithole at the moment, and people say I'm fucking negative because I point the shit out and want the game to thrive and want the game to fucking do better. It's like, fuck you guys, bro. Like, I don't get the shit, man.
Facts.
And sometimes at the end of the day, it's like, why do I fucking continuously do the shit that I do? Like, I seriously do like helping people, and I seriously do like addressing my problems with the game, because as a content creator, I feel like it is my duty, since I do have a following, to address these issues. Yeah, people might say, well, if you address the negativity in the game, it might hurt the game. But guess what? If Konami doesn't feel some kind of hurt in the short term, in the long run, they're never gonna fucking better themselves as a fucking company. So if they do care about Yu-Gi-Oh as a card game, they will hear us content creators out who do speak our minds. Another guy in particular that speaks his mind is VCTRFS. That's my fucking...
Okay, I'm just gonna stop the video again. Chris makes another strong argument and a strong good point. If we don't address these issues, Konami's just going to continue with their bullshit. And even if, the issues, it has to hurt them in a way to make them reflect and reevaluate and, correct these, this mistake. And the issue is with a lot of players, are bitch made. They like to sugarcoat things, and this is not how things should be good. This is not how things should be done. Things should be done sternly, firmly, points should be addressed. They should not be sugarcoated. We should not be allowing, you know, these issues to be ignored, because if we do, the problems won't get solved. You know, again, everyone, you know, the people with sense need to speak to Konami, need to do something about this. You know, they need to make, you know, that it needs to hurt Konami. It needs to make them reflect and think, okay, we need to, you know, amend some of our, you know, the things that we're doing. But anyway, let's continue.
Homie, he speaks his mind all the time about how negative YuGiOh is, and I do the same fucking shit. We both get flack about how we're being negative towards the game. It's not that we're being negative, it's that we fucking care and we want the game to thrive. The motherfuckers who know the shit that's going on about Konami, who don't say shit and they just pretend like everything's fucking sweet, those are the people, in my fucking opinion, who don't fucking care about YuGiOh.
Basically, very true, because those who think this is fine, who are okay, you know, with the mistreatment, the bullshit, the way Konami are doing things, they are, you know, the fuel to the problem. They're the reason why, you know, YuGiOh as a whole is, you know, getting worse. Again, Chris is right in this situation. It's very true.
I mean, think about it. A lot of motherfucking YouTubers, huge ass followings, hardly ever address the negativity about the game. They might do it every once in a while, every blue moon. They do get their negative comments from their fan base. But at the same time, it's like, dude, we need to speak up more as a community, because at the end of the day, if we don't, Konami's gonna fucking run all over us. And if you guys already noticed, if you guys haven't been paying attention to the Konami as a company in general, they took themselves off the Japanese stock market. They did not care that the creator of Metal Gear fucking...
Yes, just gonna talk about those points. It's true, they took themselves off the stock market. They completely fucked over Hideo Kojima. Hideo Kojima is, for those who don't know, he was the original, you know, creator of Metal Gear Solid, and obviously he worked with Konami. Now, Konami as a company are bullies, and I made a point in Chris's old video. It's like his YuGiOh dying, but yes, this is very old. But basically, this is what Konami treat their employees like prisoners. They don't like their employees, you know, like speaking to other like corporations. They don't like you know, their employers having some form of freedom. Like, they treat them like prisoners. When employees feel as if they're being treated like garbage, they're mistreated, when they want to leave, Konami will lie. They will lie in their statement. So say, like, you know, same thing with Hideo Kojima. When Hideo Kojima wanted to leave Konami because he was tired of their manipulation, their bullshit, their corporate style, which is, you know, very disgusting. You know, they started writing false reports, like, oh, you know, Hideo Kojima, you know, he's not a good employee. He does this, he does X and Y. You know, exaggerated reasons. They lied, you know, just to screw over someone's career. You know, okay, you know, to make other companies not hire them, and that's not good. You can't going around lying in your report, and trying to ruin someone's career. And it's a good thing Hideo Kojima left, because when Konami made what was it, Metal Gear Solid Survive, or some garbage game. I'm not even going to talk about it too much, but it's fucking trash. It was a spit in the face to Hideo Kojima. The game is absolute garbage. You know, they tried to recreate Metal Gear, but with zombies, and it does not work. Now, you folks go and check out that game, and you folks see what happens, what they've done with that game. They've made it so you have to pay for save files. Microtransactions. That's it. That's right, folks. Micro bloody transactions. How are you going to charge people for a basic mechanic? Come on, folks. Imagine having to pay Like $5 just to access the main menu. This is just an example. Imagine having to pay to view the main menu, pay to view the options menu, pay to play the game, you know, itself. Well, you know, an hour has passed. You have to pay $1 or so to continue playing for longer. Come on, folks. No one would buy. Everyone would be, you know, in an absolute, you know, be in hyeda, or whatever that word is. You know, everyone would just be going on a massive tirade. Like, why are you charging transactions for basic, you know, in-game mechanics? You know, that's retarded. But yes, let's continue.
Quit the company because he was tired of how shady their fucking business practices is. All they care about is the money, pachinko machines, and their bottom line. And right now for Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG, their bottom line is just fucking us players over. I mean, think about it, bro. Think about it. No ban list dates. They give it to us when they fucking feel like it, right? Also, think about it as well. They pretty much have no player interaction. When they do their live streams, when they do give us live streams, they do not allow us to talk. But you go to Japanese live stream, they allow them to talk. Like, what the fuck? That's disrespectful as hell.
Exactly. Mistreatment at its bloody finest, Chris. That's not right. Like, why should it be different, you know, over there to us? Why are they allowed to talk in the live streams? Why are they even allowed to have live streams? But yet when it comes to North America, no live streams. What do they do now? I think they do blogs. Like, who wants to take the time out of their day to read a blog about what's happened at an event? Because I certainly wouldn't want to. I'd rather watch the events unfold on a live stream. You know, I would like to interact on a live stream. You know, this type of mentality, the way they're doing things, is very toxic and disrespectful. So let's continue.
To one of the biggest player bases for the card game, which is over here in America. So, you know, at the end of the day, I'm gonna vent my fucking frustration. I'm gonna vent my opinions on Konami. I'm gonna have my strong opinions about lame ass shit like fucking Duel Links, which I do appreciate for what it is, because it does keep players connected, but at the same fucking time, we have a simulator for a newer format, but we don't have a fucking official simulator from Konami using the current format to help more people get into the game. Imagine if we had a good simulator from Konami that's official, that includes links and how to play links and how to play pendulums properly. That Konami is a game company. You would think this makes sense to have it out. Other games like Magic the Gathering and Pokemon have it. Why don't Konami have it?
Again, exactly my point here. You know, why release, you know, new mechanics, you know, new, like, again with links, and, you know, not even give us thorough explanation as to how we use this, you know, certain, you know, intricate rulings, certain intricate things that, you know, could help us better understand and prepare for how we use mechanics. Again, Konami are lazy. Konami don't want to give us, like, these, you know, they don't want to give us information. They just give us half-assed bullshit and expect us to do the digging. Like, come on, man. Like, they're basing, it's like when they gave us links, they gave us basically like a half, like they gave us an instruction manual, but half of the information is missing, essentially. Because I didn't understand how to use links properly. I had to do a lot of digging, you know, proper digging. Like, I know there's, like, because when you buy the structure deck, it comes with the information, but again, some of it's vague, some of it's hard to understand. As I read it, I had to go on bloody YouTube just to understand certain, you know, to understand it a bit further, because it doesn't tell you properly. But yes, you know, let's continue with this video.
Have it. They don't give a fuck, and they're gonna do what they want to do because they see that us as players in a large numbers have not complained yet. So it's like the old business practice say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Pretty much meaning, if these motherfuckers ain't complaining about the game, if enough of them ain't complaining about the game, we're not gonna change our business practice. That we're gonna continuously fuck them over in imports. We're gonna continuously fuck them over with how we want the game to be structured. We're not going to get in the ban list dates, and we're going to make the meta blatantly obvious that we want the money and we want them to invest in the current set. So at this moment, guys, if you guys aren't trying to speak your fucking mind, if you guys aren't trying to stand out and hold your wallet against Konami, shut the fuck up. Don't come to this channel speaking that I'm being negative when you guys are the ones mainly hurting the game, and be the same ones bitching and complaining when we do get a ban list that's blatantly obvious that's for about money. Fuck. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I really hate ranting like that, but you know, at the end of the day, man.
No, Chris, it's good to rant. I'm telling you, broski. You know, we rant because we care. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh! I've been playing this game for like bloody how long? I started this game when I was like I started this game when I was like 16. Playing this game for like 5 years now. And you know what? I've seen this game get worse. And it just has. This game just isn't as it used to be now. You know, there's a lot of things I disagree with what Konami has done as a company. You know, the mistreatment. You know, we get disadvantages compared to the OCG. The OCG gets treated like royalty. They get ban list dates. They get, you know, they get sets on time, which is understandable. You know, I don't mind. I can wait for a set. But you know, for us, you know, we get nothing. We just get, you know, thrown the scraps. And the issue is with a lot of you ignorant players, you're okay with this. You're okay with settling for less than, you know, for less. And we as Yu-Gi-Oh players, we don't want less. We want the best. We want, you know, we want to be treated with respect by Konami. You know, we as consumers are paying out of our own pocket for this game, and we just want this game to be better. Like, I don't want this game to die. I don't hate this game. There's certain things I do detest about this game. There's certain things I do dislike about this game. But again, it's all because I care for Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's the same thing with Chris. I'm not going to continue with this because I think he doesn't really talk much anything else. Let me just double check.
I put 5 fucking years into this channel, bro. 5 fucking years. And
oh, he does, sorry. Yeah, exactly, you know, we put so much time and investment into this game. So when you ignorant players start going, oh, well, you should play a different card game. No, we shouldn't have to do anything. Like, I paid money, you know, to this company. I'm paying money. And we all have the right to say and state our opinions. You know, like those type of people who have that mentality and say that garbage clearly do not care about this game. You know, it's the proof's in the pudding. But yes, let's continue on with this video. Pretty much going to go on, give my final points, pretty much very close to near the video.
And I really want to see Yu-Gi-Oh! Thrive as a company, and it's not dying per se, but I do see the downfall of Yu-Gi-Oh! In the form of how Konami is treating their player base. Enough players are going to quit, bro. People are in their mid to late 20s, and people are just dropping off left and right. Yeah, the thing is, people are always trying to say, well, game ain't dying. Yeah, we hit record-breaking numbers for tournaments. Yeah, that's true, because a lot of people who are too young to go to events are now old enough to travel. But we don't have the young player base. We don't have the 5 or 6 or 7, 8, 9-year-olds playing the game. Kids nowadays, they see Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's fucking boring. My son, he would rather Beyblade than play Yu-Gi-Oh! And Beyblade is...
Exactly. Another good point Chris makes. My nephews, I tried to get them into Yu-Gi-Oh! My nephews are, I think they're like 15 now. But when they were like 12 years old, I tried to get them to play. I tried to teach them how to play. And they were in tears. They started crying. I'm not lying to you. They were crying. They were crying because they found this game to be so difficult. They didn't understand anything. I teach them how to. I tried to teach them how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I tried to be so simplistic with them. I gave them, you know, like, because I used to have like this crappy starter deck. I think it was the Utopia starter deck, and you know, like cards like Vizier, Mirror Force. I even sat with my nephews and looked through the booklet, and I even tried to explain it to them. And when, you know, I tried to play with them, I sat with them, I goes, okay, you know, it's your turn now. Like my nephew, he was in tears. he was physically crying. And I was, why are you crying? What's wrong? What? I don't understand why you're crying. He goes, this game is hard. This game, I don't understand it. See? Come on. And YuGiOh and like YuGiOh is meant to be for kids. And Konami have the audacity to say Yu-Gi-Oh is for kids when my nephews at the time were 12 couldn't understand this game. They just couldn't understand it. And you know, I put a lot of time in, you know, teaching them, you know, good 2 hours, you know, even just the basics like normal monsters, you know, normal summoning, you know, how tribute summoning works, how fusion summoning works, you know, even so little basics. You know, what's the graveyard, what's banish, what's the spell and trap zone, and all that stuff. And they just didn't understand because, you know, how the game works. They didn't understand chain links. You know, this game just isn't targeted to kids. It's mainly for, you know, older teenagers, you know, like adults. But yes, this is going to conclude the video. I've pretty much said what I need to say now. Chris makes a lot of good points in this video. Some people in the comment section just need to stop being drones, stop being morons, open your eyes and start seeing, you know, what Konami is doing. They're doing a lot of things, you know, that, you know, are just irresponsible. They shouldn't be mistreating us. Come on, folks, how can you settle for less? You should be settling for the best. But yes, this is the Creative Duelist signing off, and I shall see you in my next video. If you folks enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment down below. I'd love to hear your feedback. If you enjoy my shit, enjoy my content, you fucks with the channel, please subscribe for further content. So yes, Creative Duelist signing off, and I shall see you in my next video. Peace.